morning, everyone. My group is confirmed by Natalia Del Toro, Carolina Machado, Daniela Rojas, and me, Natalia Angulo. We are going to talk about Curacao Island. As we can see, there is the flag of the island and the coat of arms of Curacao. Curacao is the largest and the most popular island of the three ABC islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, of the Lesser Antilles. Currency, this is the coins and the black notes. The first one is the 5 guilder coin, 1 guilder coin, and 5 cent coin. And the bank note. The population is 142,180. This is the census of 2010, and it's like the 10% of the population of Barranquilla is to live. The location in the world. It is an island in the South Caribbean Sea of the Venezuelan coast, and is a country of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and the capital is Willemstad. As I said, the major city is the capital. The name is Willemstad. Is in the south of the island and the historic center of the island. They have two quarters, otra banda, un punta, and they are separated by Sant Ana Bay, and is the entrance of the entrance that leads into a large natural port that called Shotega. About ethnic group, the majority of the population is Afro-Caribbean, and they are mixed with Africans and European descendants. The minorities are Dutch, Latin American, French, South Asian, East Asian Portuguese, and Levantine people. The Levantine people is native. The most of the migrants arrived to the island because of the economic boom. For example, in 19th century, many Portuguese and Lebanese migrated to Curacao because the financial possibility that the island had in the 19th century. And the 20th century, the East and South Asian arrived to the island because of the economic boom. And now they are recent immigrants from Dominican Republic, Haiti, Colombia, and the Anglophone Caribbean.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the economy. The main industry is oil refining, which is imported in the form of oil crude from Venezuela, and this makes it the third largest refinery in the Caribbean. And also, they increase their economy with the service sectors, such as tourism, because they employ the largest percentage of the population. Okay, the culture, I'm going to talk about the food. The local food is called criollo, as same as pronounced in Spanish. The popular dishes you can find in Aruba and in Bonaire, and this includes an estofado and yambo. Estofado is made by beef and papaya, and the yambo is a soup made by okra and seafood. And the Orbitus breakfast is the most common breakfast In Curacao, that is pastechi. That is the same like here is pastelito. That is include inside cheese, meat, jam, or tuna. And they had influence like Indonesian and Chinese culinary. And this is the most common, that is satay. That is like a brochette of chicken. And this is the lumpia, that is from Chinese culinary. Okay, the architecture, Curacao history comes alive when you see all across the island, especially in this capital. And also we talk about the Dutch Caribbean architecture that is since 15th century, and these include street layout, gable roofline, and plaza. There is the street layout, and this is the plaza, and this is the gable roofline, that is this, and it is like a triangle shape. They use it in all houses, because when the rains comes, it is don't allow to damage the structure of the house. Okay, and the belief, they follow diverse religion belief. They had Afro-Caribbean religion belief, Roman Catholic, and Islamism, and Hinduism. The most commonly is the Roman Catholic, with 50% of the population, and the African religion belief, they practice such as Santeria, Voodoo, and Pentecostalism. In the Santeria, they have like a party, and they paint their face, and they dress like this, and they dance.
Well, I will continue talking about the language. The most important languages at the island are Dutch and Papiamento. What is Papiamento? Papiamento belongs to the family of Creole languages of the Caribbean, and is characterized by the mix of African and European languages. Other common languages that are on the island are Spanish and also English. As you can see on the graphic, Papiamento has the 81%, Dutch 8%, English and Spanish 6%, and English 3%. About the subculture. For the people in Curacao, it's very important, the gay people. They consider that Curacao is a gay-friendly destination to go. Many hotels at this place are destined just for gay people. Also, some of these hotels are part of the International Gay and Lesbian Travel Association. Curacao also offers many meeting spots for gays in locals and also for international gays. In this case, if you want to meet some gays from Curacao and you live in other part of the world, you can make a reservation to the Gay and Lesbian Travel Association, and they can connect to you to those people. About the arts. For gay people, it's very important music and dance. In this case, the most important are the tambu and the tumba. They also, when have a parade in Curacao, they usually wear the traditional dresses to dance tambu and tumba. What is tambu? It's the local name for an African drum, but also it's the main instrument in that dance. And tumba, in contrast to the tambu, is more intimate dance. It's more close to the partner. And also is an African drum, but it's not the main instrument in that dance. This is the tambu drum, and this is the tumba. About the literature. For people that live in Curacao, especially for gays that have an education class, it's very important the literature. Also, the literature is multilingual. It's in English, Spanish, Papiamento, and Dutch. But the more common is in Papiamento and Dutch. The gay people say that for them it's very important that the literature is in Papiamento because they feel identified with their culture.
Well, about the nonverbal communication is just similar to of Latin American countries, so the signals are these and these are good and are like the same. And they feel more identified by the way they dress. So this culture is very relaxing and it's a Caribbean country, so they also have their own carnival, so they feel identified with dresses like this, like here in Colombia you see like a marimonda and you also feel identified of Colombia, so it's like this. And also with the relaxing dresses and beach swim beach, yes. And about business in Curacao are so important, and this is the center of the business in the Caribbean. Why? Because there you can find all the the things right to do business, and they conduct their business tends to be formally. That means that you have to talk with a formal speaking, and they are like the official languages is Dutch, that all the people don't talk like this, so the businesses are conducted in Spanish or English, depending on what part is doing the business. And also they ready like by paying, checking, and they like to exchange cards, business cards, for example, when they're doing business, which are not allowed to do in Asia. They're doing like here in Colombia. And it's important to be punctual and also to dress in a smart and creative way. You can dress like with short skins or with formal t-shirts. It don't have to be like with jacket because this is a hot country. And also the business hours are usually to 7:30 to 12 p.m. and to 1:30 to 5 p.m. Monday, like more or less similar to Colombia. And the don'ts, and you cannot do business during these days. Some of them are similar to Colombia, like New Year's Day, Carnival, Labor Day, but others are like official of Curacao, like the Queen's Day, the Curacao Flags Day, so you cannot do business during these days. And also you have to be careful to don't plan a business day during the lunch, because they think that this is not the business hour. And also you have to be careful to don't be informal, because they like the formality but not too much. And the languages, as we say, you cannot like try to speak Dutch in a bad way, because if you don't do well, it's better if you use Spanish or English. Well, how is this different from Colombia? Because here in Colombia, the punctuality is not like the most important. It is important, and it brings you a good impression of the person if you come on time. But for example, here in Barranquilla, the people are not used to be on time. So in Curacao, it is so important not to be before, not to be after, it's just to be on time. And with the collectivisms, if like the both of them are collectivism, they like to create good relationships and in long term, and they also like to help big relations like win-to-win business, and they also like to be like friendship and create good relations. Well, this is the biography of the decision, and
Thank you very much.